everybody, and welcome, there we go, to Chapter Master, where, after reading Dark Imperium, I literally just got the thought, I wonder if in Chapter Master I could make Primaris Marines. And after a bit of fiddling with it, I discovered I can't exactly, not unless I hack the game and change all the stats, but I came up with the closest approximation. Now, I really couldn't be asked making my own chapter, so I just went with the Unnumbered Sons, which is what the Primaris Marines were called during the Indomitus Crusade, before they were formed out into chapters. Fleet-based, obviously. GNC purity and stability had to be 100%, because that's fitting in with the new lore and the new fluff about them. You know, even the Blood Angels and the Space Wolves GNC for Primaris Marines is pure now. But I did do a little bit of it. So disadvantages, fresh blood. That makes sense because newly created chapter, special war gear or psychers. Tolerant. I figured the Xeno tolerant, A, because I needed the extra points to get the GNC purity, and B, because of the whole friendly Imperial relationship with the Eldar. Bolter drilling. I couldn't give them bolt rifles and the new bolt weapons, so I figured bolter drilling, which ups your Marine's ability with bolters, would actually be a good idea. Hate enemy of the Chaos Space Marines, which makes sense. And Paragon, because I reckon that makes sense, because Primaris Marines are closer in line with the Primarch. You know, they've got Custodes, organs, upgraded gene seed. It just made sense right to do it. I should probably change the logo to something different. Pity there's no default double-headed eagle you could use. That would probably be the best for this. That'll do. Right. Okay, what else we got? I just created apprenticeship. Now, there's nothing really that works for the Primaris Marines. I mean, knowledge of self doesn't really work. So I think apprenticeship's probably the best that you could hope for. Actually, we're going to make the recruiting with Mars. Just because that's where the Primaris Marines came from. That's what the Unnumbered Sons actually wore. They just basically dark grey armor except for their chapter symbol on the right shoulder pad there, but I left that. I renamed all of these, so Apothecary Primaris, Primaris Ancients, Aggressors, Redemptor Dreadnoughts, Intersectors, Hellblasters, Inceptors, all the usual stuff. I couldn't be bothered changing those names. Although I will change Howard, and Jeffrey, because that doesn't work. How about Norus? And instead of Jeffrey, we will just go with, I don't know, Gennaro. Right. Anyway, no GNC mutations, nothing like that, because obviously Primaris Marines have got all their abilities. I just picked a random captain name, and I might give him a plasma gun, because I do like the new Hellblasters and their plasma guns. I think the models and the actual fluff of them look pretty cool. Alright. Your Majesty Felix Forge Master, Captain. Cool. We have 1,000 Marines. Nice. We're just on chapter strength. Alright. Right. Forge World. Neat. Let's have a look. Well, Demonic Entity, that's never really fun. Chaos. Demonic Entity. We'll probably give those to the Inquisition at some point. Right. So, we were a newly formed group of Primaris Marines, sent out into the sector to deal with all the enemies of the Imperium. Thankfully, no chaos, which I suppose is a good thing in itself. But still plenty of things for a newly formed Primaris chapter to destroy. Good Forge Worlds. Well, we should set out and kill these orcs. I think that's probably the most logical thing to do. Now, naturally, I couldn't actually get any new Primaris vehicles, because, you know, I'm working on the limitations of the game. But I like to think I did the best I can. That's one of my things with this game. I don't plan to be perfect. I plan to try and do the fit in as best as I can with what I have. Which is why all my Chaos videos I do are so janky, because I'm actually having to fight the limitations of the game itself to get anything done. Also, everyone's armed with Mark 7. I really wish I could upgrade them to have Mark 8 or 10, because, well, it is technically Mark 10, but I can't really get Mark 10. I really hope the Primaris Marines don't mean that the traditional Marines are going away. Oh, look! Intersectors! Neat. Oh yeah, those are all the standard tactical Marines now. And Hellblasters. I should equip the Hellblasters with shitloads of plasma weaponry. Right. Oh well, the Unnumbered Suns. Let's crusade onwards. Oh shit. Oh, the defense fleet. For a second I was like, ooh, Eldar. Artifact. Well, we'll have our chapter master himself go down and grab it. Neat. Let's carry on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boosh. Right, Espandor, which is actually a system. Espandor. Sorry, I have my copy of holy shit. Ha! Sorry, I was thinking I just read about it, but I did. It's in Dark Imperium. It's one of the worlds where Mortarion sets up one of his demonic artifacts. Well, let's hope this artifact we pick up is not a demonic artifact sent by Mortarion, because that guy's an interesting character. Shit, a plasma gun. Nice. I have a real thing with plasma guns lately. I don't know why. I suppose partly because I've been looking at the new Hellblaster models, but also I just like plasma weaponry. Not to the Dark Angel's extent, but I think it's pretty cool. I'd love to do a Deathwatch campaign with a guy with a plasma gun. There's a taint of chaos. Pooh. Really need to get rid of all these weapons. Right. Anything on here? Cave network. Well, what does a cave network entail exactly? Is it something we can explore? I guess not. Oh well. We just had the company land on the planet as sort of an honor guard routine. Land on the planet to say, hey, we're Space Marines, we're using you for training grounds, and then bugger off again. Alright, don't have a too large fleet. 1 battleship, 1 escort. Alright, this is something we can do. Alright, we don't have any of the new ships, which is interesting, because I like the fact that in Dark Imperium, Gilliman's basically ordered the Mechanicum to stop fucking retrofitting old ships and stop salvaging traitor ships and actually get off their fucking ass and build new ones. Where is that? It was in here somewhere. Did we win? Yay! We won. Nice. Gilliman. McCragg's Honour. Also, I like the fact that I don't know how Gilliman recovered McCragg's Honour, considering it was in the hands of the Red Corsairs last time, but he did. So that's pretty cool. Where is it? Oh yeah, the Rudents. Yeah. With the Primaris Marines, they created a new type of ship, which is like a 50-man planetary drop assault ship, which is pretty cool. The Rudents. Oh yeah, the Rudents was a small ship of a class designed specifically for the Indomitus Crusade. Adeptus Astartes' complement was set at 50. Slender as a dart, 700 meters long, and as fast as its shape suggested. It's a heavily armed ship designed to withstand brushes with planetary atmospheres. And it was created as a rapid insertion craft. Pretty cool, all these new ships and stuff they're coming up with. Right, 1100 unnumbered suns. Excellent. We got rid of 1 orc world. Now, these guys are going to be the problem. So, the unnumbered suns are going to go take them down. Also, just as a... plasma gun. We're going to give it to the second company... captain, instead of a bolt pistol. Congratulations, Captain. You now have a sweet new plasma gun. I really don't want there to be 15 battleships. 2 battleships can totally deal with that. Although it's interesting though, I know that the new 8th edition is going to be primarily focused around Imperium versus Chaos, but it'd be cool to see how Primaris Marines fight against Orks and Dark Eldar and all the other stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Man, we're just riddling their ships. I like it. And have we lost any of our ships? Oh no, all our ships are still there. Oh, they're all boarding vessels, but I haven't actually got round to boarding them. Man, the Unnumbered Suns are kicking ass. Oh, and we got an SDC fragment. Right. Ork Presence Extreme. Actually, I don't actually know, I'll be honest, what the Primaris Marines' attitude towards bombing and stuff is. That would actually be worth investigating. Doesn't say too much in Dark Imperium. I need to read the new 8th edition book, but I just haven't gotten around to getting it yet. When you have a broken leg, you're kind of stuck at home, really. Although I suppose that's what Mail Order is. It's certainly for. Right. The Unnumbered Suns are going to kick the crap out of these guys. Right. I love that. Interceptors, Hellblasters. Oh yeah, it doesn't have a name for scouts. I wonder what Primaris Marine scouts would be like. Or if they would do like what Corex could and basically ditch scouts and induct people into the chapter already. That would be interesting. Right. We're going to deal with these Ork wards. Get rid of the wounded. We don't need wounded fighting in amongst us. Alright. Nice. Even the chapter master actually had a go in there with his mastercrafted plasma gun. I like it. Man, we haven't even lost a single member of the Unnumbered Suns yet. I'm pretty impressed. I guess Primaris Marines are tougher. Although, the Primaris Marines look cool, but I don't want them to ditch all the old stuff. Especially since I'd recently bought a whole bunch for a project I was working on. But, of old Marines, not of new Primaris ones. But, I just like the idea of the old ones hanging around. I mean, you're not going to have Dante be reclad as a freaking Primaris Marine. And you're not going to have, like, Calgar or Loken Grimnar or anything like that. So I really hope they don't get round to getting rid of them like that. Tyranids Extreme. Ouch. Those Orks need to be dealt with. That will be the next world that will need to be dealt with. As will that. I knew the second it was by itself that it was going to be a problem, but the Unnumbered Suns, we need to deal with this horde of Tyranids and then attack these Orks. Actually, our goal is to kill Chaos, but unfortunately we can't find any. Wow! There is literally nothing left except the Necron Tomb World, and I'm surprised the Tyranids even left that. Let's cut them down, warriors. I love that 40 accurate Stormbolter fire. 50 accurate heavy bolters. I know the bolter perk, drilling perk has to be represented, but it's kind of funny. Right, Unnumbered Suns, kick the crap out of them. Perfection, look at that. Unnumbered Suns, carry on. 3, 2, 1, Ork. Right. We're going to launch a full strength attack. I know I don't normally launch attacks, I normally launch raids, but I just wanted to add some vehicles into this, mix it up a little. The Unnumbered Suns. Accurate Stormbolter fire. Nice. Right, highest priority world is this one. I'm going to launch a full strength raid. Primaris Marines. It'll be interesting to see how some chapters react to Primaris Marines. I mean, it says here in the book that there's actually Primaris Space Wolves. So, would the regular Space Wolves react well to having new Primaris Marines? I mean, with the Blood Angels, I definitely imagine the chapters like the Flesh Terrors going piss off, especially since how much they hate Gilliman and they hated the Codex. Um, but it's interesting, like, how would the Primaris Marine Dark Angels react to the whole Unforgiven thing? How would Primaris Space Wolves react to the Curse of the Wolfen? Well, wait, they don't have it anymore, so I guess that's cured. But yeah, and what about the secret studies that uh, Thing is doing? That what's his name? Is doing Belisarius Call. Brain had to remember that. Is doing with the traitor gene seed. Like he's been experimenting with not Dark Angels, with all the traitor gene seeds, including the 2nd and 11th legions. Which that would be awesome if they did something with that, like 2nd and 11th legion gene seed chapters. That would be pretty cool. They're not going to do that, but it would be pretty awesome nonetheless. What else have we got? Oh, ancient ruins. Oh, may as well send a company in there. Explore the ruins. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. I can't really win, can I? With the Chapter Master mod, it's more stable in terms of glitches such as that, but you don't have access to any of the art assets. You don't have any access to Necron Tomb Worlds. Don't even work. Yet with this one, I'm encountering way more basic technical glitches than I was with the mod. I just can't win. If I can mash both of them together, I could probably come up with a freaking decently stable enough platform. But I was disappointed. I was really having fun with that. I haven't had fun with Chapter Master in a while, but I was having fun making my own Primaris Marines and dicking about. And then 90 demons causes it to crash. That's very sad. Oh well, that's the video for today's the blah 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 blah. That is the video for today. I'm going to resurrect the Primaris Marines, and I'm actually going to make my own Primaris Marine chapter. I think rather than the Outnumbered Sons, I'm actually going to put some time into it. But that may be tomorrow or the day after's video, so we will see. Until then, I will say cheery bye.